Adulting humbles you to grow, humbles you and forces responsibility on you. All of a sudden, somebody is calling you mommy and you are responsible for another human being. Like, somebody said the cost of living wants to kill the living. My sister always used this word that whoever sang adulthood na scam, she needs to go and get that person in wine because nobody prepares you of the bills that never stop coming. Oh my god, this dawned on me last week. Before you know it, the week was over and I had to start planning again for food. Like, I'm not even saying I had to start planning for food stuff too. I don't even want to talk about clothes and renting because clothes, oh my god, getting good clothes are just so expensive. Like, I've had it up to here, you guys. The responsibilities that come to being an adult, nobody prepares you for that. Hello, welcome and welcome back to my channel. My name is Amelia Peculiar, and if this is the first time you are seeing me, hi, thank you so much for stopping. I didn't even know where to start this conversation, but yes, we're going to start it regardless. I don't know how to start this, honestly, how to start discussing to you guys about adulting, because bro, your girl has had it up here. Yeah, I'm not teaching you this as an expert, and I'm just basically sharing my experience and creating awareness for the younger ones. For this conversation, I think I want to walk you guys through 4 good areas of adulting. So if nobody told you this as a 16 years old, as an 18 years old, or 20 years old, or even 24, 25 years old, I'm here to walk you through this journey, this life journey that you should expect. So 4 major areas of adulting. 1, finances. This is the big one. Like, nobody prepares you for this. After coming out from school, you get to ask yourself the question, what do I want to do with my life? How do I enter this next field of my life? People basically just kind of prep you, while you're in school. Like, oh, after school you need to work somewhere, you need to do this one, but nobody prepares you of the bills, how money comes in easily, how it might come in easily and finishes fast. Nobody prepares you of the bills that never stop coming. Oh my god, this dawned on me last week. I thought I'd cleared something and I came back and there's just another bill, and I just thought I'd done something and there's just something else, and then before you know it, the week was over and I had to start planning again for food. Like, I'm not even saying I had to start planning for food stuff, so like just basic little things like buying fruit here and there, basic things like getting this done, like nobody prepares you for that. Especially if you're living alone. Oh my god, this is so draining. Nobody prepares you for the bills, for the data, the rent, nobody prepares you for cooking. Nobody prepares you for wearing good clothes. I don't even want to talk about clothes and renting, because clothes, oh my god, getting good clothes are just so expensive. Just this Christmas period, let me just get myself a Christmas clothes and something nice. You won't even see some. You can't even buy like one piece item of like 25k, or let's say you basically carry 25k, whooping 25k, and you get one shirt. I'm not even joking, and I'm like, who? Like, back in the days where I would use 25k to like get like a full wardrobe, you can't even buy something of quality for that amount of money. Nobody prepares you for the cost of transportation. Okay, let's even assume that you paid your rent and you get a job, and for a start, as a young graduate, let's say you get paid 100k in a month. From that 100k, you basically have to do data subscriptions. You basically have to have money you want to set aside for transport. You basically have to have money you want to set aside for cooking. Like, tell me how that money is going to be enough. You basically have to look good as a girl. You don't even budget for things like self-care, hair, uncle. Oh my god, like this is hard. Like, it's so hard. You earn small and you spend so big, and you're like, where's all the money going to? And right inside that 100k, you still have to keep money for emergencies and contingencies and so many things. You still have to keep data money. Like, data is not even cheap anymore. Like, nothing is cheap. Somebody said the cost of living wants to kill the living. Earn small and you spend big, not because you're careless, but because life just has a way of demanding things from you, and just demanding itself from you, and you just have to just pull out money. Just yesterday, a friend was complaining to me how he just spent 40,000 naira that he did not budget, and that's basically because something in his house had fault and he had to go and fix it. I'm like, oof. So you might actually be saving 140k thinking you have more money saved, and something will just come and take that money. That is adulting. Like, I've had it up to here, you guys. So basically for finance, I would really advise you budget, or advise you actually have like a very tight budget, okay, while you are having your savings and something could just come along and you spend your money. I would also advise you learn how to prioritize things fast. You don't need that week, right now, not now. You could reward yourself later. Oh, I have GK, you don't need it now, okay? You should also learn self-discipline. Self-discipline will help you with your priority list, okay? This month I'm getting my lash service just once in this month. How much am I spending? You budget for this. If it's a thing for you, you budget for it and you stick by it, and you're like, even if this lashes pulls off, I'm going to learn how to, fix something and, just manage myself for this month, because bills never gets to finish. Like, bills never stop piling up, life never stop lifing. You just need to plan for all those things. If you have where money is coming from, if you have like a business, you should have an amount that goes for these things, like that goes for savings, have an amount that goes for like emergency plans and all of that. One major aspect of adulting is living alone, setting up your house. I don't know what is happening, but Port Harcourt houses are so expensive. Like, what is happening? I know we are evolving every year, every time things don't get the same. But I don't know if it's my finance, or if I'm just not just the one, getting on the train. Like, houses are just so expensive and it's just crazy. And for me, this is why you have to work and you have to put your money in places that multiplies for you. So one thing I did for myself this year, or I am doing for myself this year, is basically telling myself now, okay, now my house rent is due, and before my next year's house rent gets due, I should have saved a particular money that goes for this. Like, put my money in places where by December I can get back my money and save it out as house rent. Okay, in terms of housing and furnishing houses, moving in and all of that, I advise you save for this for your next phase of life. Probably this is already January, so probably you have saved from it all throughout 2025. So that is why if you are working, you should have savings, you should have extra money, you should have piggy banks where you can. That would help you save. I think I have something in Carriwise where they help me save a particular amount of money from even my UBA bank account. Your OP could also save for you like that, okay? Just savings for house issues, anything that has to do with houses, furnishing house, getting cotton. These things are so expensive. Until you're about to move into a place, that's when you realize that, oh my god, this is actually a thing. The thing that nobody prepares you for as an adult is relationships. You see, relationships with people, romantic relationships, meeting with people. Oh my god. Nobody groomed us on, the fact that you have to improve on yourself. Like, adulthood just forces you to improve on yourself, regardless of how you are feeling. You could have your way of doing things from your house and all of that, like you think it's actually normal, or probably people from your house, they accept it, they allow you do that. But coming into the adulthood space and then you're interacting with a friend and they're telling you this thing, it is not a norm, but you've carried that thing all your life, like growth and mindset and so many things. Like, there is nothing as draining as trying your best to be better in your friendships. So adulthood just adulthood just forces you to be more intentional, to be more discerning in terms of relationships. Nobody prepared you for having standards, okay, except now that we now see relationship coaches putting up videos online. But then it's part of adulthood. You have to deliberately learn. You have to deliberately learn to be that person, to be the right person. You just come and see that you're 25 years old and you're like, oh my god, I want to invest into being the right person that a spouse will actually want to see and admire, or a guy will actually want to see and admire and love me in that area of my life. You get? So that is just something about adulthood that, you know, it just comes and it just hits you like at this point you should have unlearned this thing that you have been carrying all your life. At this point you should have, you know, improved in your life. Oh my god, this is so hard. Adulthood forces you to have necessary boundaries. Adulthood just forces you, you know, to have structures in your life. To have structures and to have boundaries, those are a thing. It forces you to prioritize yourself as a being. You see this self-care thing, and self-care is not basically you just doing your nails and sitting down in jacuzzi and all of those things, but doing the work inside. You just become 22 and you realize that you have to do those things. I'm telling you today, if you're 18 and you're watching this video, start learning on those things now. Don't let it hit you until you're 23 before you start understanding about the male gender. Don't let it hit you until you're 25 before you start learning about business. Don't let it hit you until you're 26 before you start intentionally learning how to be a better person. One aspect that nobody preps you on is maturity and social life. You just have to just be mature. Sometimes some of the conversations that we have, you just have to just know how to hold intelligent conversations. You just have to just learn how to build confidence. You just find yourself that you've been living life, or like from secondary school you're living the same way, but now you have come into this adulthood space and you just have to be more intentional about, you know, maturing, how to do things as a mature lady, how to, you know, interact with people, how to just basically carry yourself maturely. Now nobody preps you for, you know, building that standard of life for yourself. I don't know if it's just me, but I just woke up and one day and I was 20 something and I'm like, oh, I have to start learning and, you know, start taking up responsibilities, start being mature. And it's just so surprising that, okay, even people who are married, I believe they go through this phase where all of a sudden somebody is calling you mommy and you are responsible for another human being. Like, it is so crazy. Like, you are responsible for a full family. So that is just one of the things I would just like to highlight in this video. I just thought to just come up here and, you know, share my thoughts on this. And I believe I didn't touch on too many aspects. Please leave comments for me in the comment section. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your opinions. What do you think about this whole adult thing? My sister always used this word that whoever sang adulthood na scam, she needs to go and get that person in wine, because the responsibilities that comes with being an adult, nobody prepares you for that. That is all I have for you guys in this video, honestly. I don't know, I feel like my head is usually like this, but yeah, I have to, you know, start bringing it down. So that is all I have for you guys in this video. Please comment if you have something to say, and if you don't even have something to say, still leave a comment for me. Like this video if you haven't liked it up until this point. If you haven't followed me up until this point, please follow me, okay? Do well to subscribe, turn on your post notification bell so you get updated whenever I come online. Have a blessed day and do not forget to stay like this, okay? Bye.